it's raining and they don't want you to do a podcast, but then you realize you're just a chill guy.
Yeah.
That needs to.
It's pouring.
That needs to make a pod. I don't know. We've been on a roll with these pods, even though I haven't been uploading them. You know, since you were talking about cartoons, you remember those during Christmas they'd what do you call it? They would air those shows, those cartoons that look like clay. You know, with Rudolph, Santa, and the Yeti.
Yeah.
And then I don't know what it was about those, but they were kind of like they'd kind of get you into them.
Yeah, they would.
I don't know why. And then they'd have some like old guy narrating in the background.
Mm-hmm.
Now it seems like they don't make shit like that anymore.
They're not on anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't watch TV like that, so I don't really know. But yeah, I don't think they're on.
It didn't feel like Christmas at all this year. It just feels like Christmas showed up in a hurry.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm still thinking that Halloween was like 2 weeks ago.
That's what it feels like.
It literally feels like that, and it sucks, man.
The only thing I saw that was Christmassy was that ugly Mike Tyson sweater.
Mm-hmm.
You know, where they caught him in the locker room cheeked up, double cheeked up.
I've seen that on IG.
You saw the
I've seen that, yeah.
The Christmas sweater?
Yeah, I see that on
That shit was hella funny, bro.
Hella funny.
Bro, I think they made him do a humiliation ritual. Because they wouldn't air something like that. They have so many people, like, part of, like, production and all that. They weren't going to just let that slide. That was probably a part of his contract. They're like, you got to humiliate yourself. I've noticed with all these celebrities and people that have high rankings, they like, humiliate them. It was hella funny. I was watching Tyson Fury against, what's his name? Alexander Usyk.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, that fool had his belt up all the way hella high above his belly button, like hella high. Bro looked like Santa Claus with the red shorts. That shit had me geeked, bro. Have you seen Tyson Fury?
No.
Bro. Yeah, I'll show you the picture, bro. That shit was funny as hell, bro. Somebody's like, yo, did he eat Alexander Usyk? Bro, he came in weighing like 50 pounds more than the guy. He was punching him in the back of the head and all that, bro. He still lost. He got whooped.
Who?
Tyson Fury. Yeah, it was in Dubai. This picture, bro.
It's not that clear, but yeah.
That's him, bro. Somebody's like, bro, look like Santa Claus.
You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of the Santa Claus at the mall getting ready.
Bro, that shit was hella dumb. I guess that's his humiliation ritual. No, I'm just kidding. But I don't know what he was thinking. I think he put on more weight so he could knock him out, but nah, Usyk wasn't having it, bro.
I started watching Demon Slayer again.
Demon Slayer?
Yeah.
What part are you on?
So after going yesterday with Henry, because we were talking about anime and stuff, and he goes, what did he say? Fuck, I got sidetracked. Oh, anyways, yeah. So yesterday while he was doing the adjustment, we were talking about animes and TV shows, and he was asking me, he's like, hey, have you seen Demon Slayer? And I was like, honestly, man, I got uninterested in it. He goes, nah, bro, you got to give it another shot. And so I was like, all right. I told him, I promise when I go home after this, I'll go home and watch it. Honestly, man, it's getting better. It's getting so much better. I left it off last night, though, and started playing some video games. I haven't watched it today at all, so I'm going to, later tonight before I go to bed, I'll start watching some more. But
what part are you on?
I'm at the part where he goes to the village where the girls are going missing. So I'm still at the very beginning.
Oh, that's hella early, bro.
Mm-hmm.
That's hella early.
So I started watching that, and then I was watching Spider-Man earlier.
I'll let you know what happens at the end of Demon Slayer, so I can save your time.
Perfect, just tell me.
Okay, so you want to know for real?
Hell no, dude.
Why not?
No.
Come on, bro.
No, come on, dude. Why you always do
that? The only thing I hate is when they fight these bosses, bro. It takes days for them, bro, to fight them.
It's okay.
It takes
boss's arm.
Takes like 5, 6, 7 episodes, bro. Half the time they're talking and having flashbacks, bro. That shit pissing me off.
It's okay.
But yeah, a lot of these guys, especially Tyson, they're getting put through humiliation rituals, and they're being mocked. Do you think it's worth it for the price for the money you're getting?
I was about to ask you the same thing. Literally, that's what I was about to ask you. Not really. Personally, not for me.
Nah, bro.
Because I mean, okay, cool. You know, say you get a mil, right? You get a mil. But at the end, it's still gonna be haunting over your head. And then when you go out in public and people who know who you are, They're gonna be clowning on you, bro, and that's something that's gonna last for the rest of your life.
Yeah, bro.
And not just that, your kids too.
Mm-hmm.
You know, your kids go to school, and
Oh,
people
yeah.
are gonna be like, oh, wasn't that like your dad that one that did your. It was all double cheeked out on the fight. You know what I mean? Like, it's kind of embarrassing.
Yeah, like they'll be arguing and stuff, and
Mm-hmm.
the person can just send something like that to end the argument.
Yeah.
It's like pressing the nuke button, bro.
Yeah.
It's crazy because I was watching IG and I saw this funny ass meme with Alex Jones, and it said when you find out Santa is a psyop, and then they show Alex Jones telling me, "Hey, come over here." Can you remember the first psyop you were ever told?
It was. It was probably about Christmas.
You were told about Santa being real?
It was about Christmas or probably the Easter Bunny. I think it was about Christmas. Probably about Christmas.
We've been lied to our whole lives.
Yeah, we have.
Do you think it's right to lie to your kid like that, or like make them believe in something that's fake? Or what would you have preferred? Would you rather have preferred as a kid for them to not tell you something like that?
I learned it from my cousin, and my mom was kind of upset because, like, I obviously found out, you know? And then my mom told me, she goes, I don't want you telling your brother and your sister. Because I started blabbing, and I told my brother, I was like, well, Santa's not even real, blah, blah, blah. And my mom told me, she goes, we're at my aunt's house, and she gives me this lecture. She goes, I don't want you to ruin the magic for your little brother and your sister. You know, like, I want them to still understand that. So I get it, you know, because it's like, I guess I would have liked not knowing and then later finding out, because then it kind of takes away from that, you know, from that magic per se, you know, like opening gifts and shit like that, or being amazed in the morning.
Yeah.
I don't even know if kids believe in Santa or not, to be honest, anymore.
Probably do.
I still think that even if we were told that we were not told, I think the outcome still would have been the same, because it's not really a lie that impacts our life severely.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a small psyop, you know, versus like somebody telling us like a big lie about something that impacts us for the rest of our lives. I think it's a little different.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like aliens. How the government tells us that aliens aren't real.
Now they're saying they're real.
Now they're saying they're real, but before you used to sound like a lunatic if you said that aliens were real, you know?
Yeah, how the lives got ruined because of that.
Yeah, so I think that's a biggest lie that, you know, those are lies that I think that they should not tell us or keep from us, you know?
Yeah.
But I don't know. That's my belief.
Mm-hmm. And it seems like the lies haven't stopped, because they're not really telling us why we're celebrating Christmas. I mean, they do tell us, but they're not telling us the real story behind it.
No.
I started doing research and I found videos that came up. Christmas is not what people think it is.
The Christmas that we're led to believe is the Christmas of what is it called? Materialistic stuff.
Yeah.
Materialism.
So this Christian holiday that people think is Christian, it's not. It's actually a pagan holiday. The pagans celebrated it, as did the Egyptians and other groups, but they mainly celebrated December 25th, and it was like pretty much they would have festivals where they just do everything in excess, like consume, do pretty much do stuff they're not supposed to, like indulge in excess activities.
Yeah.
And so Christmas, I'm about to go in this, so I'm about to show you guys what's up. Just a disclaimer, you guys don't have to believe me, but this is what I found out. So Christmas, as I've already said, is a pagan holiday. They were celebrating something called Saturnalia.
Mm-hmm.
So these pagans, or like, I think the Romans as well, they celebrated Saturnalia because they worshipped Saturn. I don't know if you heard about Saturn, the deity of the Romans and the pagans and all of them. you got to keep in mind like different groups believed in this. And it was a pagan holiday. And so Saturn, he's I forgot which deity he's believed to be, but there was a prophecy, I think in Roman myth, where he believed one of his kids was going to overthrow him. And then what he does is he devours his child.
Oh, shit.
And this is the deity these guys are celebrating. And it's shown in a painting. The painting's pretty disturbing, but that's where the painting's from. It was actually from a Greek myth, and he did this out of fear. So like during Saturnalia, they would consume in excess. They would do their offerings. They would do human sacrifices. Even though like if you research, they'll try to downplay it. They'll be like, oh, they stopped pretty early. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because they don't want to link Christmas to that stuff or like let people down that rabbit hole. So they were doing human sacrifices and all that. And a lot of these the idols they were worshiping were associated with Sol Invictus. So mainly like they would call it the god of the sun. They were celebrating the rebirth of the unconquered sun. Because December 25th, I think, is the longest night. The winter solstice.
The winter solstice, yeah.
Like the summer solstice and the winter solstice hold a big significance in these groups.
In the groups, yep.
Yeah, so they'll do like their offerings, sacrifices, because the solstice marks a new chapter. Yeah. So they would do these sacrifices and all that, celebrations, and they would try to please whoever they believed in, right? And so after the winter solstice, there was longer days coming along, right? And also, during some of these groups, they're worshiping someone called Tammuz. It was like a deity. It has like wings. If you look at the Egyptian hieroglyphics, you've seen the guy with like the wings and stuff.
Yeah, I've seen the guys with wings, yeah.
Yeah, so according to this group, he was the son of Abel. Or no, not Abel, Nimrod. Right? Wasn't Nimrod one of the sons of Abel or something like that?
I think so.
Or was it Cain?
No, I think it was Abel.
Cain.
Because Cain had two.
Who was the evil one? Was it Cain or Abel? Cain. Okay, so Nimrod was probably the son of Cain. Then.
Because Abel was a good one.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. So Nimrod. And but I don't know how it plays out in these like Egyptian myth or whatever you want to call it. But according to Christianity, Nimrod was the son of Cain. But according to Egyptians, Nimrod or Tammuz was a son of Nimrod. It's weird like how these stories, they all like kind of intersect. Mm-hmm. They all have their own version, but somehow like they have some kind of like similarity.
Yeah.
It's weird. I don't know how to explain it. So during this December 25th, these people, they also celebrate Tammuz. And Nimrod, as you know, or as you might not know, he's associated with Baal. You've heard of Baal?
No.
Remember that giant bull?
Oh, yeah.
Like during the Egyptian times, people would sacrifice kids.
They would sacrifice kids, yeah.
Yeah.
I remember.
And Nimrod, he always has like a negative connotation associated with him, but there's still people that like worship him. I don't know still, but during that time. But I'm sure there's people that still like worship him, like people that are in the occult and shit like that. Because they're trying to do these, you know how they think they gain power by doing offerings.
Doing offerings and sacrifices, yeah.
Yeah. So another deity was Mithra, and this deity was associated with who the Romans thought was the god of the sun as well. During the Roman times, there was a cult that was associated with Mithra. And it was like a secret cult, and they would do they'd pretty much do their offerings and all that stuff in secret, but it was on December 25th as well. Another significant figure was Horus. You know Horus, the falcon-headed head with a human body. These guys believed in Horus as the protector of the sky, or as the god of the sky.
No, December 25th is Christmas.
Oh, it is Christmas. Oh, shit, I got my shit mixed up. Thanks for correcting me, bro.
I was like, wait, what are you talking about? Christmas Eve is...
Oh, okay. For some reason, I thought it was Christmas Eve.
No.
But I got it mixed up.
Krampus, Christmas.
But thanks for letting me know. But that makes it even more interesting because all this is on Christmas. And like when you think about it, that's so random for all these people's beliefs to be all celebrated on the same day, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you have Horus, the bird head figure in the Egyptian times, that was celebrated on December 25th, right? And then you had Attis. Attis is one of the, I want to say, solar Invictus gods or whatever you want to call him.
Mm-hmm.
He had a hat like Santa Claus. You know, the little Santa Claus hat.
Santa Claus hats, yeah.
And the weird thing is, I saw some sculptures, they had him with like the crown of like the Statue of Liberty. So I wonder if they made the Statue of Liberty after him.
Maybe. The spiky part you mean?
Yeah, the spiky. And the weird thing is, they're showing the Luciferian painting, which looks like the Statue of Liberty as well. And the Statue of Liberty is holding the torch.
Yeah.
But I can get into that if you guys want to know. I can let you guys know what Statue of Liberty stands for. It's not like what they tell us in the books and shit like that. Or like what the education system tried telling us. So, Attis, he kind of has a hat like Santa Claus, so you can guess that they got Santa from there. They say Saint Nicholas, but I don't know. Some of these things are too close to be to have different origins.
Yeah.
So now that you know, like, how do you? What are your thoughts about?
I have two theories. It's either these people like like the general or whoever sets this kind of stuff up, the government, whatever it is, they knew about all this stuff. But and to cover up the history books and to cover up all this stuff, because this stuff isn't talked about in your mainstream history classes or whatever you see on the History Channel and all that stuff. It's not talked about in mainstream, you know.
Yeah.
So I feel like it's either one, they covered it up, or they used Christmas, our version of Christmas, to cover up this kind of stuff.
To me, I don't know if you're getting at the same point, but I think they're using Christmas as a way to celebrate those deities.
In a way, and in a way, I think that they're also using the materialistic version of Christmas to kind of like for people not to look up and look into these deities,
right?
You know, to kind of steer them away from that. Because if we were to go out in today's society to talk about stuff like this, that this is what they used to do back then for Christmas or during Christmas time, we would look crazy,
right?
You know.
And there's always going to be those naysayers. They're going to be like, "Oh no, you don't know what you're talking about." This is
exactly.
Whatever. They're like too much in denial.
Too much in denial. Yeah, I still think that there might be certain parts of the world that might even still celebrate, or not even celebrate, but they still partake in rituals like this during the summer and the winter solstice.
Yeah.
It wouldn't surprise me. The one thing I did want to bring up though that has to go with the winter and the summer solstice is there's a lot of shows out there that show it.
Yeah.
Like the Avatar shows the winter and the summer solstice. Mm-hmm. I want to say they do. And then there's a couple of other like shows that talk about that, and even animes that talk about it.
It holds a big significance.
It holds a big significance
for some groups.
And for some groups and cultures and stuff like that.
Yeah. So
for I guess for the mainstream history to not talk about the summer and the winter solstices, like in this aspect, it's kind of it's weird. They're hiding it from us for some reason.
Yeah, I think they're getting like society to stray away from actually celebrating the religious
side
to like celebrating like the pagans. Because as I said earlier, that the pagans or the Romans, whoever it was, they would use that time to indulge in excess. And that's what religion tells you not to do. You're not supposed to have excess food, excess anything. And
even myself, as like a person that doesn't believe in religion that much like that, I still think, to me, I believe in versions of sins, like for myself, and consuming in excess is a sin. It's because it leads to wastefulness.
Yeah.
Because you cannot just, and it's not just food or drinking, but also like in just materialistic stuff. You can't. It's impossible for you to have too much of one thing.
Yeah.
And it's wrong, for groups like that to do that for a reason.
And what makes it even more crazy is they have these people in high authority positions, like such as the Pope and the church.
Yeah.
They have they're doing these kind of rituals on the low, but they're promoting like Christianity on the grand scale.
On the grand scale, yeah.
But they were really put there as like a puppet. There's like theory going around that these guys, these popes and stuff, they're not even really Christians. They're just put there, like, they infiltrated their way into the church.
Exactly. Bought their way in.
And they have these weird hats. Like, I saw one of the hats, I might talk about it more. It looks like a crown, but it looks like the mouth of a fish.
Yeah.
And, like, if you look at old pictures, it was like, I don't know if it was Vikings or who it was, or Druids, but they have, like, that hat, and then in the back, there's, like, fish scales.
Yeah. So the only holiday that we actually do what the Romans were doing was Thanksgiving, because it's over-consuming. If you look at, like, some commercials for Thanksgiving and stuff like that, it's always, like, a big turkey, and then you have all of these other side dishes. Or all these other things, like, or if you watch someone's Instagram feed, you have hella food, just an abundance of food.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we still practice it to a little bit to this day, but it's not even on the same holiday. It's on a different holiday. But still, you know, that's still not right.
And all these holidays that everybody's practicing now, they're all like pagan holidays. They're like Halloween, Christmas. I mean, people say Jesus was born on Christmas Day, but I did research. Some people say that Jesus was born on around springtime.
Around spring, yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know what the deal is with that. I'm not an expert or anything. I wasn't there. But you gotta take these kind of things into consideration, because people fall for this stuff and they fall down a deeper pit, because you're not questioning stuff that's going on. You're just blinded by it, you know. Meanwhile, these guys, they're having everybody do like pretty much rituals. Because if you think about it, it's like, in a way, it's a ritual. I mean, it's good, like, you're looking at the religious aspect, being thankful and all that. Just keep in mind, like, what you're doing and why you're doing it.
Exactly.
So, like, we were relating Addis to Santa, and they associate Santa with Saint Nicholas. I didn't look into Saint Nicholas all that much, but one thing, however, I did see was that Saint Nicholas, when you look it up, he has a I think you can call it a friend or a helper, and that helper is Krampus. It's like a goat with sharp teeth, or like a demon, some kind of demon, right? Continuing on, yeah, according to legend, he was there to drive away evil spirits. But according to Norse mythology, Krampus is the son of the ruler of the underworld called Hell. He's the son of Hell. Krampus is also associated with hitting kids that were naughty and abducting them, which is weird, because all these groups, they associate children with sacrifice and all that, right? And so Santa's sleigh, when you look at the sleigh and the reindeer, it's like kind of like Saturn when he has his chariot. So that's where they draw the connection. But yeah, that's what Christmas, that's the other side of Christmas. I hate to break it to you guys, but I just thought it was pretty cool to look at and think about. What's it called? If you look at Netflix shows, there's like shows where like kids are writing letters to Santa.
Yeah, kids are writing letters to Santa.
And instead of Santa, it says Satan.
Satan, yeah, I seen that.
And there's another Netflix show where it said "Love You, Satan."
No, there's one where it's a movie. It's a movie that's coming out.
You're talking about the Jack Black one?
Yeah.
That one too.
That's crazy, huh?
Yeah, they got him turning in from like a demon or Krampus, whatever, into like Santa Claus. I don't know. It's like, it's odd. Oh yeah, so like we were talking about Netflix. Netflix, they're showing how they like Satan, right? But yeah, that's what it comes down to. A lot of people, they're celebrating this shit. They don't know what they're celebrating. Because I don't blame them. We've been pretty much, it goes back to what I was saying. We've been brainwashed and lied to. Yeah.
Like, have you noticed, like, people are just so, like, caught up in, like, oh, I gotta go Christmas shopping, blah, 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 blah,
yeah,
this and that. Like, dude, chill out, bro. It's not the end of the fucking world, you know?
Yeah.
Like, crazy, you know? But
tensions are high.
Yeah, like, I noticed that, bro. Yesterday when I was in, after I left Henry's spot.
Yeah.
Dude, the parking lot, like, was packed, bro.
I saw a video on IG. It showed, like, Christmas during the old times. Like, let's say from, like, the late 90s, early 2000s, it was showing like the mall, bro. Everybody was just chilling, bro. I know what it seems like, but it seems like as time is going on, everything's like spinning out of control with people.
I agree.
But now we got like online shopping and shit. That shit kind of relieves it. Imagine if we didn't have that.
But even then, dude, for there to be an excessive amount of people still out and about, which I don't care about. You know, people can do what
the
they
hell
want.
they even buying though?
But yeah, that's crazy. Like, wouldn't you think everybody would be buying things on Amazon anyways?
Yeah. But the cool thing about Christmas is like the light shows people do, like decorating their houses.
That's the thing I like. That's the thing I like about Christmas, bro. Is all the light stuff. You know.
Yeah. Like like it has a pretty good vibe in some areas where like there are those old towns, whatever you want to call them. They have that.
Yeah.
That vibe to them. I don't know how to describe it. It's like straight up Christmas. Yeah. You should do Christmas carols and shit. That'd be badass. Have you ever had that happen to you at your house?
No.
No way. Don't lie, bro.
Christmas carols? Never. Yeah, no, never. Dude, I don't live in a Gora. You have it, sounds like.
I thought you you started singing in the choir.
It was crazy because I was earlier today. I was watching this show on Netflix. It's called The Recruit. It's hella funny. It has to do with like this guy who gets into the CIA and he has to go talk to this Russian spy that's in prison that came to the U.S. and she goes, yeah, I came to the U.S. thinking it was going to be a better life, but all I come and I see here compared to what we were told in Russia is that you guys lived a good life, but she goes, over here you guys seem like you guys all you guys do is just work to death. That's
what it is. Everybody says that. They say like I think Japan is number 1 and then U.S. is number 2.
U.S. is number 2, yeah.
Like it doesn't make sense like why everybody's working so hard. Like it's so I'd say so like understaffed and like everybody's so overworked over here. You know?
It's because of the demands that we have.
Yeah, there's no reason for it to be understaffed.
No. It's the demands that we have as consumers, dude, is what it is.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like it's also like
demands and we wouldn't be where we're at right now.
The whole system is also bad on the part where they're trying to maximize profits and cut down expenses. And when you try to do that, you're like putting the pressure on the few that are actually working.
Yeah, I remember people used to tell me, like old heads used to tell me, man, when they remembered when stuff either wasn't open on Sundays or closed early on Sundays.
Wow.
Like, and now we're freaking everything's open on Sundays.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
I saw a funny ass meme. It was like boomers or old heads saying that these kids they're addicted to these bright lights and then bright lights and instant gratification, and then it shows the same old head running to like a casino slot machine. It's hella bright.
That's like a funny.
I was dead, bro. But it is true, man. But it's not like this generation is better than that generation, but it's just in general, nobody's changing the system. Leaving on a good note, what are you most grateful for?
I gotta say for what I have right now.
What's one thing you know that like that you really appreciate?
Probably. Oh man, this is hard. I would probably say family and friends, because I think it's easy to, family and friends. I don't want to make this too long, but I'll keep it short because I feel like we don't understand what we have.
Right.
As far as people who are close to us and people we have connections with until people are not there anymore.
That's true.
So I want to say for sure that.
Okay.
I mean, and as we get older, I think the old beefs we used to have with people, we sweep it under the rug because we know that it's not even worth it anymore.
Yeah.
So we kind of all reconnect back, become friends again.
Right.
And so I think the older you get, you realize that in this life, having people next to you or around you is important versus not having anybody around you at all.
Yeah.
So, because from 1 minute to another, one person can be gone instantly.
That's a good one. That's good.
So I want to say that.
Yeah.
What about you?
For me, I'd say like I thought about this shit just randomly. For me, it's having a warm bed. There's a lot of people that don't have a warm bed and shit. They're out there freezing.
Facts.
I think it's like one of the most for granted things that we take.
True.
Just having a warm bed it's like one of the best things in life.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, a lot of people they're out there like sleeping in the streets and shit. Some people are sleeping in bushes. Some people are sleeping in grass huts. But we got a bed, bro. That's pretty badass, and a blanket.
Hanji.
Yeah, everything's coming down to closing out, getting wrapped up. Another year down. Another, who knows how many to go. But I guess that's the end of the pod. Do you want to share anything else?
Nah.
Bro's ready to go make gingerbread houses, but I gotta go and log off.
Yup.
Just remember, guys, stay chill.
Yup.